Akwatia Member of Parliament, Lawyer Bernard Akwatia MP, Mike Aidoo, Michael Aidoo, Omodiako Boom, I was 94.7 FM. Nina a 24-hour economic conversation. Now, Osha background na name sorry mini light, intina maba officer. My name wabe disa enkomo. And we say program so. And Mike Aidoo of MP say 24-hour economy. It was dead on arrival. Na juma. The only place at 24-hour juma. Parliament, Speaker of Parliament, I'm sorry. Now I saw my first speaker, but I hear for Betrasi. I told him to sorry, I'm a second speaker about Betrasi. And a home juma shift one juma. Then the Akwatia Member of Parliament knows what program, so one chairman Mike Aidoo. The only said at the point that who said the book club, he was becoming very, very emotional. The voice in the name also about force worker, the person worker. About 60 minutes was a share. 24-hour economy no. And your event, and one day at the process. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you never be able to say 24-hour economy in 2 years or 4 years. Did you enter what 1.5 years? Mohana dream with 24-hour economy. Abusia, Mr. Penny Beshe, Uber enjoy content you brutal right here on Sokatwa Show. Mesro, Uber subscribe. Bell notification icon button on video drop here one side. Feel free to leave your comment in the comment section. Uber share link now for front and your be ashe. Little flower green clean solution center and made the whole advance here. I'm a patcho and a party you up a clinic company. I'm a mobile you feel on I saw them hospital. Me chere office one mama hoye kama hoye hwam dia friend numbers no good screen so na kakra bi ne ya bejonia be charge money you po e de amount vending natural backups about 2 menstrual pains and abdominal pains ase etimpacho what me nka de we yen 10 times so because kama papa FDA approve and the man use ni nyina e de ho adanse abuja for first insect Mike Aidoo e dey enti clash ni by Mike Aidoo the reason to say 24-hour economy enya juma da enie.
Promise was clear. More Parliament documents in do you think that promise will see the light of day as it was explained time of your campaign?
I think say Obi 24-hour economy policy no matter how our best explaining be to assume because any policy any idea ye chichen say the policy and you may be a demand driven to say asempire na mo ahaya amoye adwuma say demand ne kosra ekosi saying demand the kosra kese producers bit aka say extend time
no yes
and your best and bia obi kra bepe obi foforo abetra akonwa nim say obi yedru say ya nipa ne beba abeto aso into what to say mining companies, some of the factories and even security service health sector near there baby a demand no ewo ho no
yes shift
when you obi na beka akere o say we run a shift ukwa production line ye be adibi just to make sure say ye meet demand enti enya ade a uputi in a policy document edibabe to my Ghana for
I'll explain
especially when when you put it in a policy document yes.
That's fine
it creates a blanket statement obi abe expect to say affect every sector of the economy.
Okay.
UK who read 24-hour now year researcher after COVID UK for introduce 24-hour
economy
almost 24-hour city.
Okay.
And what they did was say underground rail.
Yes.
Into say underground rail no say nightlife after COVID nightlife a good. Enti nightlife that is restaurants, clubs, cinema ni adi nyina egu. Enti omuma underground rail ni metro no free. And that was a policy I got many years. Ye money free na wa obefa underground na jubia no untia for a period.
Okay.
Enti no be motivating crofama or tifie no nya shobeka so say train ye free dia ma mentem na menko cinema we na menye dey. Menko hwe ya na menko pub we nko tenase. Ana menko restaurant bi na me madam funko didi. So specifically no mo share areas bia omo ye ebetumi abo am economy na ye dey apeja economy ni peja wie no mo ended that policy into ukofa underground afi do baby ube dey ubetua ba oba na be ka che say wo the policy 24 hours aba eye campaign say emabunu ebenya adwuma 133 nipa ba come say adwuma ba
one job,
three people, three shifts.
Yes.
That was a major campaign policy you on national television, all media outlets. Am I to Ghana for team and no so a mom koto aba. O manifesto no, it was the anchor of the manifesto. Out there campaign Ghana for share to aba 2016 MPP. Na free SHS a anchor of your manifesto. Into your buyer now within the first year you implement free SHS. Am I Ghana need be anya some for so even when na opposition then a sponsor adverts against free SHS nessa and so ye implementing money ye ma and even though challenges kakra by no and ubia who say free SHS dem fa so aye de aba ama aba betena ama aba we buy no so ye de or to aso into 24 hours no na ye hwe se senya wo de aye major anchor for manifesto no obaye no ye hwe se enwuma obe create enwuma a ebetumi afa nipa miensa ama unemployment akofom.
But did you get the understanding say a buying a big creating new man?
Sa buying ka so no be. Wan ka say be private sector.
Ti u de metren.
Wan ka say be private sector. Also no be.
Enti
o ka say
existing government agencies.
Miti omo pa. Baako omo so be ma not honum omo say electricity utilities.
Yes.
Omo betete so ama a drive the production sector no am o ma fa nipa ni bia yedey aka ho obi me no ka say electricity be na yatete so ama a drive production.
So they've not officially announced the incentive package, no more announced.
Obi 24 hour no utie guzitano a oda no a also be here $4 billion US dollars.
Yes.
Osha budget ma sika ye de akoguzi tano kra ne office so mfanya adwan about 10 million. Scared yako. Aka abani mfie say we try 1.5 years.
Yeah, mienu ne fa.
4 billion no. Even big push dia ne kra amo ye no. Scanner fe no mo jeje ne nkaka ko hwe budget ni mu we. Enye fa no ko fe scanner dia akoye sa ade no. Enya feasible ye njaika. Enti say abani adwane free promise ne ho. Ana afi odi 24 hour market. Enti or force ya pese odi she Ghana for team say 24 hour market no ana ye 24 hour economy na promise ye no. Enti sisa wo TNDC ni bia wo bisa 24 hour economy or say 24 hour market. Aye dwadie. Nanso edwadie ye hu ye okodwom koton ade a e wo mra a obepon akofie. Edwa bia ne ho e wo Ghana omoton ade ama ade echi. Ahomache edwa bia be kono omapon. Ene ofa Kaneshi marketer ahomache wa ukofa car ewo Kaneshi ibedu edwam fo nya nom de rubber kata omo niam so store nyina omo atutututu muko enti Ghana nye oman bia ubekwa na edwa anadwo even malls mpo no no beka se security ni ade cameras ade okra edu time ya omo pon etum omo kra pon tum even silver bed yes cinema kra no ye omo bi omo pon cause omo ni demand e be drive am ade ayeden a chenwe bus simple e be do time bi kra be kona omo pake e twen sa ade be che nti omo policy ne de sebe me ba bia mete de me hu ne se e bibi na omo ka de ye dede sabre na omo ye campaign omo pe bibi a encourage omo campaign no na se ne amenu aka ye se omo nya omo di se ne oka ye se omo to omo goes away na omo e humble omo no omo ka se ye kind but enya de ye feasible.
But you also remember say 1D1F was a campaign promise.
Yes.
Good. In my manifesto, we can say it to be private sector led.
Yes.
Moving about what you did was to set up the secretariat.
Yes.
And announce incentive packages. I be attracted private sector. It may be they are also preparing to announce the
as it stands now, 24-hour economy no. Omu emfa bibia ma ekra private sector ko obi anim ho ayi. Omo aban no se no man mean say omo be ya. Guzita no be ka say be cost 4 billion no. Say bi anka sika kra omo dey 24-hour markets across the country. Come back ka bomu say ye disca we koto ho. Na wa wo pese wo ye 24-hour business ana bibi no. Brand ye hwe incentives ne cost ne ade na government nye dey. Enso mum enso wase. But bibia say ni ho. Into 1.5 years, we measure anchor out the campaign no. Untumi start time na be start 1 year to ube free na be start na say As it stands now, the Obi 24-hour economy need the egu.
Dead on arrival.
Oh, dead on arrival. Obi obeke biano. This say omo de kai 24-hour market. E dwan so de Ghana ha. Obi a o sebe oya akra mpo no. Enim say edwa bia no e be dia ma ade ache. Ana sebe human beings are rational. Unko bie edwa ent na hwa na homache akromfo ba so ana ye dey. Na homache wan e ba beto niema no. KJT ane Central Market okwa ahomache ahwanum ne ton niema. Even station kromo mo ton niema ji say eyo mo che ayi kosua any bread any tea ahomache om kro time om pon. Ubedu ahomache be 3 na ni nyina asa. Na ni nyina asa. Enti obi om 24 hours na di. Yeah, the whole Ghana. One place at 24 hours no. Si say who say koso kama. A Speaker of Parliament position. Oba Babin Betnase kakra na here for aba kakra na miame papa honorable
is it Formina MP
ai no so aba kakra omo miensa ne de
omo moye 133
shift no ekoso nyamrante omo ani atutu aka omo nsem omo pa adwuma na nkebe de na obi yekofa police fo a emabunu be more than 100,000 they apply teacher fo ni yifo yi ene hwe de ekoso o mama maburu nyina ani atutu aka omo nsem
enti Akwatia MP Mike Aidoo ana motin nka no owe apa na lawyer Bernard Bedi Akubedi Akwatia member of parliament ne ba hwe mesu de time kutwo see start to finish no obe observe say Akwatia MP dem say wakodi jima bi weekend man voice krampa yera kakra then he was literally forcing his voice to put across his facts or say here 24-hour economy no what is MP before he did or say be catch them say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the boss na was say no and just a 24-hour economy we one have is the be and then the response in here.
I wasn't everywhere. I'm a teen you be akai.
Okay.
Let me be very.
What the president said at the manifesto launch, I will win it back. In the honor of the clock, the bar, and or say, a Juma back way from I know a wine clock 133.
One me pa say na 24-hour economy. Me person me can't be. But I chanced on BBC.
Yes.
Interview bia. Answer near to Aban. A tear from Fancha me and then menya messages me. Voice me pom chopa. On the BBC.
President
Mahama ni BBC. Mu bisa and Sembebre.
Okay.
One of them near 24-hour economy.
Okay.
OBT and President Mahama kind.
Okay.
The results of the December elections regarding
so let me
24-hour economy. To implement the 24-hour economy, depending on the promise of implementing the 24-hour economy. Can you explain to us what that means?
It's simple. I mean, if you incentivize businesses to run longer than 8 hours, they can't run with the same number of people. They'll have to employ some more people. The demand is there. We have the African Continental Free Trade Area. We have the ETLS, ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme.
How much will it cost your government to implement the 24-hour economy?
You can't put a cost on it immediately. 24-hour economy is not an event. It's a process. And so even while we're stabilizing the macroeconomic environment and bringing inflation down, bringing interest rates down, we'll be implementing the 24-hour economy. You're thinking about it as if we'll wake up overnight as soon as I'm sworn in a 24-hour economy.
Will you be able to do that in 4 years?
We will start at least.
So your 24-hour economy then is a gamble?
It's not a gamble. Why would it be a gamble? 24-hour economy is not a new concept. It's been implemented in Sydney. It's been implemented in UK. It's been implemented in Singapore.
You can't compare Sydney,
but
Singapore,
they started somewhere.
You have 4 years. Will you be able to implement that?
4 years? Is that the end of Ghana? So after 4 years, that's it.
A new government comes in
and says we don't want 24-hour economy.
It's possible?
Well, that's Ghana's loss.
Ghana is among them.
Obi. So this was before the elections. Me only politician or honest say President Mahama no me yen bi na would make bibi afa budget
Obi that's as okay there west west
untie do e say bia wanti ase omo bisa o say 24-hour economy any event okay na wanka so if you set 8 years in power you don't even have 10 factories to show for 8 years
una say in parliament on record 150 factories.
What I heard
on record.
Oh, please. Oh, Kasamitieu. Me wouldn't
Let him finish.
You don't go and then put who one district, one factory on an existing company, existing factory. Now, my catch just and I'm promising Ghana for. Mr. Botten, I will start here at the Aswabo form. Oh, mommy, minimum. I've given you my time. But mommy. You see, Adia went to me. You should be the last to even castigate to be 8 years. President Mahama 4 years. Where only 2 ground so criticize them. 8 years. Please, me say 8 years now. We're buying. Allow me. You see, so they should be the last. Me say 8 years, but 10 district factories went to Bianca. I've now Google.
I've
challenged you.
No campaign promise. I buy a 24 hours.
So wait for 4 years. 4 years. Because 4 years.
1.5 years.
So allow me.
So
it is a fact. They said they failed. One district, one factory. I failed you. Crowd your other accounts. One village, one dam. No, I'm seeing south there. Just here, the BBI and come home. Yet the BBI anywhere. You're fataying. It's one village, one down. One say no so near encounter. Yate. These are the people criticizing. Tell me policy document on the one village, one down. Tell me Google not policy document on. What border trokama? What free swa? When do 2 years pe? Most start here there with 6 months per grand. Most start to see a budget, you know, and then a for 24-hour. Papa natural. Look, in an economy with the economy we inherited. My body troka yan energy sector yan yasi yabeti energy so the type of energy yabeto you bet me grad ya run this economy 24-hour economy no. You don't fix it and make sure say power sector no stable and yes I know and don't watch us say wow sir who yeah macroeconomic your friends indicators ni ye no now who you have 24 is that not what President Mahama said? And that is how it should be. So person with your policy na sustainable e da ho afeboa onya no sane omye no. There is even no policy document on one district, one factory. There's no policy document on one village, one dam. At least yan certain secretariat and Franco presidency ase an act of parliament and they are regulating antisikabia omo beje no omo beba parliament abekirem ansa na dia mom. You failed. Mutam sika kwose presidency no macha aye ne amope because na mo de akwa kwose government machinery sika ase yentimi question mo. This is your record. And these are the people ever criticizing President Mahama. You have been in parliament. So when me no ni ali pass the bill.
Secretariat ase
24 hours office of the president.
Asam na me kan say went here. Me say and you were act of parliament ye kire establish it ya kire sources of funding. Is that not so? And sources of funding, it includes Sika Parliament, Bepass the Amom. It is Parliament, so pass Sika Biademawa. You account to Parliament.
Yes.
That is the difference. That is the difference. It don't find government machinery Sika say, Babaye Sika, we did what you couldn't do. At least for the status. It Yababe to economy at TC. As who build their net, ya catch one now parliament, ya catch say we are constructing 1,200 megawatt state-owned power plant. Ya pesi energy sector.
When you say we are constructing, what does that mean?
No, this is it. The government, this is what the budget says. It said the government is developing 1,200 megawatt state-owned combined cycle gas-fired power plant in Kafujiji. In the commander area.
Yes, okay.
Area. The first 600 megawatt phase is expected to be commissioned in 2028. The project will reduce electricity tariffs by 10 to 20%.
It's a project I feel more baby.
Yeah, baby. But that is how we do it. Because the energy sector no problems. We need to stabilize the system. You stabilize it here. You catch us at Atwabo. You second phase. Is that not how to develop a country?
For that young man, based on the promise of 133.
Yes.
Otoma NDC, yes. You know. I was saying, or China Musisi power plant.
Because the engine, President Mahama say, before elections, on one casano didn't policy by or say, private sector incentive. Wangawaha. Na omodia incentive had be my private sector and so be reduce electricity your friends bills and no near common and a fimuba. Inti ube reduce electricity tariffs. As I say, we invest in electricity, no, cheaper. And that is what we are doing. System I bet to yobi. Sabi a car, not domestic even bonds. Crying to me to ya. Your friend is saying most of the bonds this year, I'm quiet twice. I think in August and then some other month. Obeto sa kaninia unja ho ensorin koto sikem fengu baby we enitu tie president Mahama ye pa who said tie biwa me send video na ma or say at least we will start. This is the president before the elections because enye easy sir but ye bibi government state owned agencies no there unim nia ya start here but enye enough. How many
low hanging fruit?
Absolutely.
You who some way but
you have to pay them. You have to pay them. It is a we base you seek some at the same how better because most of this you be fair. So most of these agencies are more of enya direct income mine. I social services normal render because how did you pack your friends the local government services direct income if you bano and say so what must say into your honso na ebi wo baby abetua for thousands of people so the nipa ko judiciary and so wo baby abetua for nipa sike free hoba and this is the government were retaining 100 your friend is saying internally generated fund because you person developing judiciary yes sika bi omnya bi omofa it wasn't so under president Akufo-Addo it is sika bi nyawo ko obi dia na assembly wa kokotua your filing fees no judiciary ni keep your money. This is what we've done. Enti omu yemu adwuma ni ano aban first fi consolidated fund mu no dia tu omka so eya nyoso nsuo eton wo krom no ene ade sika ayeje no ne yedi tua judiciary neka enti wo say fa 10,000 and 2,000 akwa akoguma e so say hwe sika fi baabi na ade ko it is not fait accompli. At the end of the day, we intend doing it, but we need to stabilize the system, make sure say you're liquid before we employ.
Yeah, but the unemployed youth may not be
agree. But you see, we are not and you know soon as we speak, you employ nurses, you employ teachers, and I hear and they are Omukacha say you promise say automatic posting. I have records. If you want, I'll show it to you of nurses in 2019, 2020 under your tenure. One post. You cast automatic posting. I just where you school and you post. What happens to 2019 phone? So government brain or doing Ghana one or best start here post to 2024, 2025, 2026 for Nweja Nkrofo backlog amujai. Tell us, say utimi eye bedu bra who free so. Tell us, be confident to tell us 2024 mod batch of teachers and nurses who employ them. Say oh yes, I dey na say na yentimi anyo automatic posting na me kasa men this bill. Who went 2019 2020 automatic posting is several years school near post you to backlog our 2019 2020 and President Mahama, I doff my heart for him or catch a minister for health so one back prior 2024 I'm finishing. I can tell you if they have evidence they should tell us. Not a single person beyond 2021 year fan because President Mahama said no, we are building a nation. It's the first batch of nurses are here. A 2021 batch. Because if I'm a war of Fasibia, 2023, I'm a person going. I said no. So why instructing the minister for health? See that. See how they were doing recruitment in this country. Mr. Bikrum, Amakrum, Yadenchambo, Krobio, Amakrum, or Kanko, Yadiaboya, and Echo, who do a year junction, so Atraboya, and now my police, you know, or he no crash from some who be that. Because of Sanya Ramutaka, President directed no year recruitment. See that. Motion and I'm from cronies. Advert look at how we have started developing this country. Are we not absorbing Ghanaians and a Togo for the form? So in the meantime, yeah, Fabi, but you may think it's not enough because of backlog amumujaye. And on our mind, yet because some year be do baby. One day say one factory na musubu samu de be fedi pan. Say to me absorb ye napku afedo mu nkakura bio ayira. Samu ye policy ni ya. Ni namu ni amu ye ya ye ba ya nto aso. Free education. Ye ba ye nto aso. Your friend is saying capitation grant, youth employment. Ye kra de act ne ba mu starting say policy. Ye ne be no aban dwuma nkasa. yes idea because you feel said no we are developing a country it in your mind it to pass on your money now we are na fe aye the appropriate grounds are because say power no ne bo be ye bre e be ye full by 20% odwumani anu an okay me no ya adwen say e basa na ne investor no and I say adwumawura no obeka say okay I can produce more at the time we produce no nim say police station wo ho be am factory wo no say bibi kura sia enya afei and now no be take decisions I can employ more and do an adwuma no oba be say hey na some robbers ba here it government and no police stations on your private person is it abai be ye na from there ebe wo hono a ebe ma investor no nyina so an nkranhye say I can even operate in the night and I'll be okay obi yare I can rush the person to this place and then I'll be fine it in yaya can say if eney ye ka 24-hour economy tiri mu pone say ye de enwuma beba ye be run different shift na many penya adwuma but do ba ne sa na e private sector ese se wo ma system no and na investor person oba Ghana o hwe say o currency na te say o currency ye ne ye timi aye ma currency aye stable no doubt ni omo come on say aka ye botom but I'm surprised aban bia no in this world o tam sika e ka so bia nsa line no wa chiche sika e bi nsi da
what they do
I just said
leap.
No, of course. Social way in the baby almost send you no ya market. The American send citizens, even in US, or someone sala will be a magistrate. It doesn't happen. A year conducive environment, you know. Obenyano, or Pejuma Obenya, or Yajumani betuaneka minimum wage be cost right baby. Na Niama Bonso are you stable? At least you can predict and plan your life. And that is what
Honorable, from everything you've said, will it happen in the next 2.5 years? Say Yebenya, one job, 3 shift, 3 people.
But then I said you are. And then passport at least and yet 1 shift. I know of 2. UTA. So we started something.
Passport 2 shifts.
Passport, yes, it be a 2 shifts.
I know you're
the head office. Head office, omunya 1 shift.
Omunya 2 shifts.
Omunya 2 shifts.
But say no 2 shifts, that's how 6 on my point.
No, but I'm saying that we've started something. Okay. You are not getting it. And not President Mahama.
Yes,
event. Yeah, President Mahama say event. Say anything I'm saying. That any what they will be some you know. No, the mom kasakura. Because of 8 years, in fear watching 8, my 8 years under your friend is saying 24-hour economic market. You failed. Me say what 10? Who have a phone Google? It and no make us say at least, and I like the honesty. About or say at least we will start something. It is a mujitum say I be creating you ma also ba no ayden wa betwa so say ya free education so. But the man yet to say ayasembone. Because any year started be me say Chief Justice.
You disagree with Obi Obeka say mo dada Ghana for with this promise.
What say?
Me see you disagree with the claim say you deceived the Ghanaian youth to vote for you with the Agenda 133 promise.
No,
you disagree
we've
with
not
that
deceived
claim.
them at all.
Are you sure?
We've not deceived them at all. We still say we are creating the enabling environment for your friend Numa. Send you 1 district 1 factory. But you see when you no, you stabilize the economy. No, you ma power be cheaper. You ma sebe access to your friends stability and ya dear no ebe ya adwuma. Na amma omatimi aye incentivize to also create
almost halfway through
no,
the
Obi,
term.
nyame make hanes me no ya adwen. And your time runs so fast. Me no ya adwen. Say enyama ese quantum change. O can me wo de o can me no ya adwen. Say no, let's speed up. Or quote me anyway. Me no be ya adwen. But enyomo who couldn't deliver one and then me say a policy document anyway. Say me kro Akwati ani enka 1 village 1 down.
Ecosis.
Sabe catch you. Usana na nekura mposi. Hwe enye izo. Abusia the program no asi but medical cast 24-hour economy no. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Shebo. Asi dey be creating nyuma. Mahama be free office by 2029. Next 24-hour economy no anye juma. Ama maburu enyuma anya. Ghanaians will be disappointed in him because campaign here before the 2024 general election. 24-hour economy ne di NDC for manifesto mun tintim. Ne di mun tintim. I say one of our flagship programs. Some of the programs are about already go come big push. Now saying from Ejosu to Kwasu to Lake. Who's a contractor on site on Moye Juma? Accra Kumasi Expressway. But 24-hour economy, they di campaign muntintimayo, muntieni yo. It is a ban we end me anya before so be free so. Charlie, Ghana for any will become. Into the program na si. Madam Asasa mo share enti na na janta bo beten nka on so katwa show. Yeba say anybody share will be mention kra. Makramo.